Today is the Great Napkin Exchange Challenge, hosted by none other than Sarah at Sunflowers and DIYing. She has a wonderful channel, so be sure to support her by subscribing, saving, liking, and commenting. The link to her channel is in the description box below. In addition, other creators have made things that you can enjoy. You can be supportive by subscribing, saving, commenting, and giving those thumbs up. It really helps our channels to grow. The playlist is in the description box below. Holly had a project for me to do for this month's napkin challenge. I am to create a wall hanging or door hanging with a garden fence from either Dollar Tree, Dollar General, or Family Dollar. I will see what I can do. I usually do not use a fence. I think maybe one other time I did, but I usually don't use a fence in my DIY. So this has taken me out of my comfort zone and aesthetic. That is okay because it is nice to move your creativity from one area to another. And I hope this DIY will wow you. I will title this one Summer Garden Wreath. I hope it will wow you. The supplies needed include a foam wreath from Dollar Tree, a green napkin to cover, 1 metal flower, 2 wooden flowers, a variety of napkins, moss, hot glue, a heart metal. This was a piece of metal that I need to make a watering can, and also I had a watering can template, some fairy lights, Mod Podge, a jewel, and some scissors. And they need to be sharp because you're going to have to cut the metal. This is a very interesting challenge, and I probably took it to another level, so don't be too tough on me. I started out by covering the green foam wreath with an interesting green and yellow napkin that was sent to me in a previous collaboration. I used Mod Podge to make sure it would adhere to the foam. And after that, I was working on the little fence that I had. The fence was brown and white, and it had a heart on it and a jute bow. So I removed those from the fence, and also it had the words love on it. The fence was painted white with white chalk paint and allowed to dry. The fence was adhered to the back of the wreath form, and it kind of peeks through the front of the greenery. Now, my inspiration for the flowers came from Mackenzie Childs. Her flower had a different print on each of the petals, and it was beautiful. So therefore, I took a variety of napkins that I had, and I put a different part of the napkin or napkins on each petal of the flower. Now, the metal flower was from Dollar Tree. In addition, I removed 2 wooden flowers from an old Dollar Tree fence that I had, and I painted at least one of them white, and I may have left the other one blue because I kind of forgot to paint it. And I put a different part of the napkin on them. For the metal flower, I put a jewel in the center. And then I took the metal flower and adhered it to the fence. I wanted to make it more of a garden theme, so I put some moss all around the wreath. But again, you know me, I had to go the extra mile. I took a metal heart and a watering can template. So I had it to size, and I put it over the metal heart, and I cut out a watering can. And you need some scissors that are pretty sharp because it was a little tough cutting all around it, but I was able to do that, especially for the handle. I just had to punch a hole in it with a hole puncher, and then I was able to get the scissors and go around the handle. Then I thought, well, if the flowers have different napkins on the petals, I might as well do that for the watering can. So I put Mod Podge on top of the watering can, and I put a variety, like patchwork pieces of napkin on the watering can. But hey, there's more. I had to go a little bit extra. So I put some fairy lights on top of the wreath, few on the fence, and I put some that were coming out of the watering can as if pouring water on the flower. I hot glued the 2 wooden flowers on the top of the wreath. I think it looks very interesting. So Holly, I hope you enjoyed what I have made. Next is a Trinket tray shell. The supplies needed include 2 shells, and I got these from Amazon, but you know, this is a very easy project, so you can make as many as you would like. I used 2 different napkins, so one napkin that was yellow, green, and pink, that was for 1 shell, and then the other shell I used napkin that was turquoise. You need Mod Podge, and I had some gloss light yellow paint from Apple Barrel, so I used that on one of the shells, and for the other shell I used Craft Smart turquoise paint, some gold leaf rub and buff, air dried clay molds, and gold paint. So this is a pretty easy project. I painted the back of 1 shell light yellow and left the inside of the shell white, because you have to take off the plies of the napkin and you want it on something that is light, unless you want a different aesthetic. So after the Mod Podge was brushed inside the shell, I removed the plies and put a pink, green, and yellow napkin, and I smoothed it over, and it was starting to look really good. And then I thought, oh, it needs something extra. So I took some gold leaf rub and I applied it around the edges of the shell and on the back where the ridges were. Then the air-dried clay was put in a mold, and I got this from Temu. It's not too bad. I will maybe do a little bit more projects using the clay, but so far, so good. So the air-dried clay was put in the mold, and then I removed it and put it on top of the shell. Then I took some gold leaf rub and buff on the air-dried clay, and then I had to get some gold paint, and that was used to fill in the areas that the rub and buff could not fill, because I wanted it not a lot of the white clay showing. And the beautiful turquoise napkin with bright pink and beige roses was applied to the inside of the other shell. Otherwise, the process was the same for the shells. I myself like the turquoise one better. I think the shells, it looks better with the darker colors, but the yellow one is okay also. You put your trinkets inside to keep them safe, and in addition, this would make a nice Mother's Day gift. And if you try this, I would like to see what you do with it. Well, that is all, Z9 Designs family. Make sure you subscribe, like, save, and comment. And I sincerely want to thank you for all of your comments and your subscribing. I really appreciate you. And if you're not part of the family, I would love to have you. So keep watching. I am heading toward 1,000, and I did have a giveaway when I reached 900. So I will have another giveaway when I reach 1,000. Also, you can follow me on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. And give me a thumbs up because it helps my channel to grow. And remember, love is not a volunteer thing. This is by Samuel Richardson. So I'll see you later. Bye-bye.